Hello to all my friends out there. So the low carb diet is still going on. And one of the cheapest things you can eat is eggs. And so there were some good comments today. And one of the comments was, I don't have much money for meat. And you know, I get some of my food at the food bank. Okay, so I had the experience taking my friend to the food bank, and unless you've actually ever been in one, you probably have no idea what's going on. And so what they do is they give you very little meat, little if none. Under the comments, I'm going to just put my eggs so that I don't take the chance of eating any raw eggs. But at one church we went to, they said, sorry, the eggs are only for disability people. And you know, I thought, well, most of the disability people get more money than my friend does. You know, they have disability. Anyway, so she got quite a bit of nice food. But I suggested going to more than one food bank because sometimes they have stuff and sometimes they don't. And asking them, can I trade one of my cans for another can of meat? Sometimes they might say yes, or try to get extra cheese, or try to get extra eggs. Like trade one of your soups for eggs or tuna. You know, and if you're going to more than one, if some of them have extra eggs, you might be able to get extra eggs. You can get eggs at Dollar Tree, and you can get shelf-stable milk at Dollar Tree, and you can don't get tuna at Dollar Tree. That's going to cost you $1. The main thing is watch every single penny you spend. Okay, so I made some roasted tomatoes. This is $1 meal. These tomatoes cost me about 18 cents each, and I drizzled my tomatoes with basil, you know, just some dry basil. I saw TJ Prepper had some nice basil that she was drying in or dehydrated. I have some basil on my patio. My basil plant, though, is doing kind of poorly, so I don't want to pick any leaves. So I'll just put a little Parmesan cheese. These will be good. And this is chamomile tea. I brewed 4 cups. These tea bags were that's about 20 cents. And then, let's see here. I have 2 eggs, and if you're not on a low-carb diet, you could just add a piece of toast. The low-carb diet is going well, pretty well. I don't want to restrict the amount that I eat because what will happen is after you're on the low-carb, like this is not an excessive meal, after you're on it for a while, you get to the point where you stop eating a lot. This is a real food and this is a real food. So you have about 36 cents and say 20 cents. So this is a dirt cheap meal. Okay, so now about my budget. Oh, you guys saw my clothes. Okay, when I retired, my idea was to sell costume jewelry at the swap meet. And that is still what I plan on doing. That's still what I do. Sometimes I don't like to get sunburns at the swap meet, so I don't go. So when the jewelry dries up, I buy clothes. Okay, if I buy a piece of clothing that is not in my size, I won't pay more than $1 for that clothing. I buy it at thrift stores. And if I can find really nice jeans, like $50 jeans, like $70 jeans, I'll pay $5 and no more than that. and only if they're in my size, because if I get stuck with the clothes, then what I'm going to do is throw them out on a big tarp and sell them at the swap meet. Okay, so now here is my budget. Okay, so what happened yesterday, where is it? Okay, I bought a wedding dress and a pair of jeans at the Salvation Army. So I went over my $5 budget, but I'll pay myself back when I sell something on eBay. So yesterday I ended up $13.76 over my $5 a day budget. This doesn't look too bad, but the truth was, in the past 4 or 5 days, I spent 80 bucks. That's the truth. So, okay, you might be saying, well, why did you do this with the steaks? Well, in my opinion, I think it was more important to buy food for my diet. You guys saw my excessive eating for a month. So I have plenty. If you buy your steaks on markdown and you cut them in 4 pieces, that's $1.40 per steak. Okay, now today what happened? Okay, I started out, I went to McDonald's, and then the McDonald's is in Walmart, and I bought $3 worth of stuff. I have no memory of what I bought, but one of the things was some Diet Coke. Then I went to the 99-cent only store, and I spent $12.26. So I was $11.34 over my $5 budget. And so, I was watching all these ladies like Jan from New York and Life with Patty who are doing so well. This is the story of my life. And then, in months down the road, people have always said to me, how do you do that? Well, what happens is I am the kind of person who can suffer momentary discomfort to achieve some goal in the future. I mean, I have done it over and over. I used to say I torture myself. So what I did is it's the 11th of the month. I did all my work on eBay for the month. Now, for the rest of the month, all I have to do is clean the house and walk 2 hours a day and make a few YouTube videos. Very easy. If you had some good mozzarella cheese, now these are good. Okay, if you weren't on a low carb diet, you know what is really, really tasty? These tomatoes over rice. So here's my 8 hamburgers. And here is my steaks that I bought on markdown. Here is some lamb bones I bought for the dog on markdown. These ended up being dirt cheap. I got 30% off, $1.49. These are meaty little bones. And then I bought all kinds of bacon. So I brought home the bacon. And then I have frozen cottage cheese in the freezer that I bought for $1. This is when I was busting my budget. I have margarine in the freezer. I have cheese in the freezer, different kinds. I have remember these things? I have 2 left. I can eat those on my no carb days. I don't have chicken. I have a bunch of little packages of pepperoni from Aldi's. And I have to go with my cheese. Let me show you. Lunch meat. So what I like to eat for lunch is I like to eat a meat and cheese sandwich, and I buy the cheese when it's dirt cheap as much as I can. And one more thing, the fudgesicles were good. Just make some chocolate smoothie and then put it. So okay, that's a little of the food I have in my freezer. But I have at least a year's supply of food, so I'm not likely to starve. And so I like these approaches of the no spend days a lot. But sometimes you have to ask yourself, is my behavior counterproductive? I will give you an example. I spent $17.32 at the Salvation Army on a pair of jeans and a wedding dress. I listed the wedding dress for $150 and I listed the jeans for I think it was $30 or $35 or something like that. So as soon as something sells and I have all my work done for this month on eBay, then I will just pay myself back. And as for my diet, you know, okay, today ends day one, and after day one, I only have 2 more days on the low carb diet. Then I eat whatever I want within reason when I'm on the no carb diets. The main thing I want to do is cut the sugar and cut the carbs. So when I'm on a no diet day, I just try to keep my, you know, like I have a bread on the bottom. And then what I did was I located good hamburger buns on markdown. So as you can see, I have plenty of lunch meat and I have plenty of Diet Cola. I'm still going to go to McDonald's and I still have my $5 allowance. So okay, I messed up my budget. And so that's okay. Tomorrow I go back to the $5. I think the $5 budget is a really good way to prepare. You know, there's women out there living in unspeakable circumstances. And you need to prepare a little bit before, say, you leave your husband. Like when I left my husband, I left us in good shape, and I asked him to give me my child and he could keep the money, which ended up to be the smartest thing I ever did, because now my ex-husband actually, even though he's not alive anymore because he passed on, provides for me every month. So, you know, but I did prepare to leave him. I just didn't, well, I managed all the money. That probably helped. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.